Why am I not using holy water? On what? What am I using holy water on? Just chugging it? I think they get mad if you drink their holy water. Ooh, did I hear a scrub-a-dub? Maybe not, we'll see. Sounds a lot like scrub-a-dubs. You level up new guys in the late game. You stick them in the back with the pole arm and the leveling buff. It's definitely not in the right spot. I don't want him standing where I'm going to be attacked by 3 people. But oh well. Yeah, exactly, Asham. It gets much easier to level him as you get the late game. Zombies! Come on, zombies. Get going. Going a little faster. Yeah, look at that. It's nice and fast. Good zombies. Good zombies. Why are there zombies showing up an entire turn late over here? Fallen hero. Fallen hero. Bunch of skips. Okay. I want to move forward and start attacking. Okay. Shouldn't have moved there to do that if I was going to do that. Maybe we'll just let it go in the middle. Too much of a hole in there. Okay. Come on, zombies, move a little faster. What are the hidden units already? There they are. It is scrub-a-dubs. Okay. They will close. Enormous scrub-a-dubs. Sure. You just try to move past my fucking... Sure, man. I don't know why I'm shooting that. I'm gonna sword that. 100%. Come on, zombies. Fill in. Fill in. Nimbo riposte sword duelist would work after the nerf to Nimbo. I doubt it, but we'll see. See what we end up building. That's what happens when he hits the head. This build really wants Headhunter. I don't want to give up for it. Probably have to be rotate. It seems really bad. Okay. I don't know about that, Funky Monkey. I mean, that technically works, I guess. What? Don't shoot my dude in the head. What shitty teammate are you? Quite there, huh? Hits fairly fucking hard. You may have two-shot a fallen hero from full. So when it hits head is the thing, because axes do one-handed axes do 50% extra damage when they hit head, and when it hits head, it does incredible damage. It's not that incredible without it though. That's why you want headhunter on axe blades. I really like that I can kill something and then recover. 1600 on triple B. 1400 on our axe duelist. 1600 on the multi. Axe duelist with an orc weapon, you need a fuck ton of fatigue, man. I don't really know. I don't really look at stats that way. Like, I don't know what the benchmarks are. I just tend to eyeball it. I'm like, oh, this guy has a lot more stats than the rest of my stats. You know what I mean? That guy in particular has iron lungs and a ton of fatigue. Like a ton. And then good melee defense. Alright, we considering doing this witch place? I think we are. Let me be straight. This is a location in the forest full of witches that we don't have to do, but we're going to willingly do. Ugh. All right, what are we bringing? Have to run out of food as well. Just make me into charm. No. So we want archers. We want our bannermen, of course. I don't have to put them adjacent, right? The way banner works is not that way, right? Yeah. Just has to be within range. Can't really bring a lot of two-handed weapons here. So what the fuck are we bringing for this fight? That's what we're bringing. Still wounded. Yeah. I could bring swords and shields. Swords do fuck all damage, so we could be good. Could bring double banners. I don't have a second bannerman though. It's not rally. It's literally the banner that I want. Okay, never mind. Bring megas. They're a little bit resistant. 80. Just my two-handed sword. Where's my blueberry hunter? Blueberry hunter's decent stuff, isn't he? 61. It's okay. It's not amazing, but I want to give him a pole arm though. Pole arm. Pole arm seems a bit optimistic. So I have no idea what we're going to be facing. Do I get a chance to retreat, chat? Like, does it tell me what I'm facing and then I can decide what I want to bring? Because that'd be much more helpful than this. Suspect I want to archer them. Run away? Okay. A few scrubs, many wolves, 2 unholds, a few web schnicks, and some hexen. So I want megas in there. We're dealing with unholds. So there's going to be a very slow DPS game is what we're going to be doing. Okay, that's fine. Although my archers are going to get mind controlled when they inevitably break away from the banner. I heard a decent suggestion for this, which was take a guy with an initiative who has guaranteed to go first, which is for us is one of our swordsmen. Can't remember which swordsman at this point, but give him the mind control immunity necklace. It's Galg. And send him to the front and just AoE some shit down. Which seems decent. But I kind of want to bring multi-bleed with the immunity necklace. Here's my immunity necklace. A lot of wolves. Archers are only okay versus wolves. They're only okay versus wolves when you have a decent front line. I'm very worried about what we're going to do for a front line here. I can't bring anything that does anything for a fucking front line. Alright, so let's say I brought the 2 megas and gave them the super good amulets so they don't switch sides. Or attempt not to anyways. Why I've been putting off this fight just requires a bunch of fucking thinking. That ones do not. Get there in a minute. I can't let this guy go around. He'll kill everyone. It'll be terrible. And I do need something capable of killing. Where's my 2-handed axe guy? I need something capable of killing mobs. I mean, I guess I can bring both swordsmen. I mean, that will kill wolves okay. Doesn't kill much of anything else. Something like this. How do I kill unholds with this group? Archers. I gotta get the Hexen down first, though. It's not like the unholds are just gonna not bother me. This guy would be extremely dangerous to have around right now, too. Can't allow him running around with the pull-outs, killing people. So who else do I bring in? Blueberry Hunter's fairly... Doesn't want to take a bunch of hits, though. I mean, he's nimble tanking. So his armor doesn't hold up. Doesn't do a lot of damage either, because he's dagger spec'd. Daggers don't fucking do any damage. I should probably bring, like, an axe guy. This is one of the ones that would be very dangerous if we got mind controlled. So what do we have? Regular trinkets there. No trinket there. We need to get one. We have a glorious trinket here. Okay. Okay. Blueberry Hunter's got some decent resolve, but it's only like 10 higher than my front line. The thing I could bring is I could bring Fei Long with a mace just to stun everything. I don't really want it. Not the two-handed mace, the one-handed mace. Like a shitty one. I don't really want to do that either. Alright, let's try this. There's shit that could go wrong with this for sure. Where are my archers? The archers I care about least to the edges. I think Ragoon is worse than Xylo. Just stams out so quick at 100 stam. Alright. Weird seeing all the animals together. It's not in the forest either, which is actually really nice. I was quite worried about line of sight. Seems super fucking easy so far. Oh, I don't know why you went there. I don't want to be there. Ugh. So 3 hexen down the first turn seems fairly good for us. Still 2 left. Still super fucking annoying, and the unholds are now closing. And the guys that eat us, the gobbler, the fucking scrub-a-dubs are actually kind of a big deal here. Not sure what I need to kill first. Probably the unhold. Okay, that's an issue. So the unhold's going to be an issue on the archer, and the other guy is an issue for the fact that this guy just ate one of my guys. Oh, it's that boat does so much damage. Wow. Didn't hit that guy though. Oh, and she wasn't protected and I missed it. Wait, my guy can flee when he's mind controlled? Come on. My guys are gonna fuck his day up. I guess I can just move away from it, but still. This is a mistake. But no, this guy's gonna fuck his day up. His day is gonna get fucked up. Oh, my guy doesn't swing? Oh, it wasn't adjacent. Just adjacent the other one. Never mind. Just the way the height looks. Okay. So no hex though? Oh, problem solved. This fight was very easy. Maybe it can go harder if the Hexen or do something a little bit scarier, but I didn't seem very inclined to. Okay. When they eat our guys, I can see like if they like web plus hex plus eat your guys plus stick an unhold on you, like you can't ever do anything because you never have any actions. I could see that being an issue. But when we weren't in forest, so we had line of sight on them, I was like super excited because I thought we were gonna spawn in forest, and that was the thing I was most worried about. Was I just never get line of sight on the Hexen to shoot them. All right, that wasn't too bad. Alright, after the battle. The last of the witches is slain. You have their corpses mutilated for good measure. Ears, lips, noses, toes. All of them cut off. Well, I mean, we each have our fetishes. Their bags are emptied out and the items crushed into powder and covered in dirt. Fleshy bits or animal parts are dumped into a pile and promptly burned. As fire arises, the Hexen from the hut seemingly appear out of nowhere and takes you by the arm. Your men draw their swords, but you hold your hand up. You tell them to keep salting earth, so to speak, and as you enter the hut, you take a look back to see a few of the men pissing on the embers of the fire. Inside the hut, you sit where you had before. On the table, you find something rolled up in a handkerchief. The witch pinches its corner. It rolls between her finger and thumb. She looks up and tips her chin towards you and holds your hands up. How do you know who I am? Who are you? Who are the ancients? What is Davkol? What is Davkol? Shrugging and leaning back, the Hexen asks you to repeat the name, Davkol. She shakes her head. I've heard nothing about this Davkol. A supposed god, you say. Well, he's not spoken to me. As you stare at her and try to pry a hidden truth from her eyes, but she seems earnest in response, you change the subject. Who are the ancients? She taps the handkerchief and whatever's beneath it wraps the table. She answers, the ancients were men before our time. Truly, truly before our time. Imagine a kingdom. Now imagine a kingdom that ruled kingdoms. An empire. That's correct. Now imagine an empire that ruled empires. Unfathomable power such as that leaves the world with great vengeance, will spend his dying days ruining those which have ruined it. You ask if the empire is dead. The witch smiles. I suspect not, but I do not truly know. Were the greenskins human? Hexen cackles. I wish. Have you seen what orcs got between their legs? Wouldn't mind a ride on that if I knew it wouldn't tear me in half and fark one. If it wouldn't tear me in half and fark one end while wearing the other for a glove. Okay. You raise an eyebrow and nod as though to say, of course. Why did you call me the false king? The first time there's a crack in the witch's facade, she pursues her lips. When did I call you that? You point at the door and then at the table. You answer, I walked in there and you said I'd seek the truth, that you know what the false king dreams of. The Hexen taps a handkerchief rather mindlessly. She looks up. Then you have my apologies, Sellsword. I remember no such thing. I am but a fragile and old woman, older than I look, and I'm not being cheeky about that. You press her on the matter, but she only stonewalls you further. Who are you? How do you know who I am? Who are you? Witch smiles, an old hag in a forest hut. Everything else is heresy. You stare at her long enough to see there's a little fruit to bear, and chasing the question further. How do you know who I am? She stares at the wrapped item. I don't even know your name, Sellsword, and I haven't the slightest inclination to begin to care. It's not a matter of who you are, but what you are. She turns her hands as though they were following a tune. The blood of the ancients reside within you. It resides within us all, but you particular. Well, her nose crinkles as she snorts, as she exhales, and as she exhales, she grins madly. It is ever so there, and if I could smell it, then the whole world could smell it. What is it I dream of? Hexen leans forward. She pulls her hands to her face, and you feel the leathery fingers press deep into your cheeks like a half-dozen walnuts. They rub the corners of your eyes and tap your temples, all the while she's smiling. Then she pulls back. You go to the noblemen and the rich, and they pay you gold. In return, you risk life and limb, and you slaughter and murder and kill all you can. And there you are, day after day, wondering if there's all you are good for. And afterward, the highborn shut the door on you and your deeds, and you hear them inside having a grand time, music playing, womenfolk laughing, jesters joking. The festivities are riotous, and you are outside with a bag of gold in hand and its blood-slaked receipt. And you go down to the pub and buy yourself a whore and tip a coin to the minstrel for a song, and you can taste the fine wine in even the cheapest of cellars, but there's no escape from that horrible feeling in the back of your head. The feeling you were born into fever, and all this violence and death is not a means to an end, but the end itself. It is what you are and what you always will be. She pauses, sighs, continues. Sellsword, the power of a lie is only equal by one's desire to believe it. You live a powerful lie, and such power will not go easily. I beg of you, be only what you can understand. If it was not yourself or your weaponry or the presence of your company whole which brought her fear, but only the dawning of some unknown realization as she speaks to you now, who am I? You stand up, yelling at the woman for answers. She slaps you in the face, and you stiffen and falter back a step. A drop of blood slips down your cheek, and you catch it in your cuff. The witch grabs the handkerchief and throws it off, revealing the obsidian blade beneath. It is sharper than you remember, a vivid sliver of yourself running down the edge as though you cracked the door towards a mirror. What? It is sharper than you remember, a vivid sliver of yourself running down the edge as though you cracked the door towards a mirror. Hexen sits back down and pushes the weapon across the table. No more questions, Sellsword. There's only so much I know, and only so much you need to know. We made a deal, and this is the end of it. Taking the dagger, you ask what she did to it, but she refuses to answer. You then ask if there's any more out there like her. She grins playfully. I pray there are not. Gain an obsidian dagger. Do we bill her? I don't think we're going to kill her. Well done. We're done then, and I should take my leave. You bid the witch adieu, and she says nothing more. Outside, the men ask what she said, while others making reference to sexual escapades. You think you're smirking, but you don't really know. The conversation has left a fog from within the mist you only depend. What? The conversation has left you in a fog, and from within the mist you only depend upon what you know, ordering the company back to the road. Okay. Too much reading for my throat right now. All right, what do we get? Dagger, 25 to 45. Okay, what's the damage range on this dagger? So slightly more. 2070. 2070. Resurrects any human killed as a wider ganger fighting for you. It doesn't sound good. That sounds bad. Alright, give it to the Blueberry Hunter. Maybe it looks cool. Okay. What is a blueberry? It is a small fruit. Alright, where are we headed? Yeah, I know. That's why I said it sounds bad. If you res somebody, you're not going to get their gear. Exactly. When do I dagger people? I dagger people when I want their gear. Seems dumb. Alright, chat. I need a quick break. Gonna grab water. And then we'll see what's next. Back in a moment.